Guybrush Threepwood, you do turn up in the strangest places.
Hi, Elaine. Do you think you could help me out?
How did you get into this mess?
It's kind of a long story.
Oh, that's okay. I've got time.
Well, it all started on Scab Island. Some of my admiring fans had pressured me into telling my LeChuck evaporating story once again.
Deep in the Caribbean, Scab Island.
This looks so beautiful. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first ever episode of Adventure Ho, my new Let's Play series where I go over adventure games that I like and have never played before.
Have mercy! I can't take it anymore!
I think
This
I know
is
how he must
Monkey
have
Island
felt.
2, LeChuck's Revenge.
If I hear
I
this
owned it on
story
Steam.
one
I figured
more
I'd give it a
time,
dry
I'm
run
gonna be
with this
crying
game because
myself.
I love
Don't you have
this
any
game.
new
I love it
stories?
so much.
Well, actually, that's
I used
why
to
I'm
like
here
when
on
I was a
Scab
kid
Island.
sit
I'm on a
down
whole new adventure.
every day
Throwing a
during the summer and
mustache?
just play this game
No,
over
bigger
and
than
over
that.
and over again.
A
And I
beard?
knew it. I
No,
beat
I'm in
it
search
every
of
day.
treasure.
Just kept
The
playing
biggest
it because I
treasure
loved
of
it.
them all. A treasure
I did the
so
same thing with
valuable
Curse
and
of
so
Monkey
well
Island a
hidden
little
that it
bit, but that's a
haunts
much
the
longer
dreams of
game.
every pirate on the seas.
You mean
So this story isn't important. It's
Big
just
whoop.
them talking. Big
None
whoop.
other.
Then why'd you
Guybrush
come
is looking for
here?
another treasure.
There's no
Big
treasure
surprise.
on Scab Island.
Well, I didn't know that before. Now I'm trying to charter a ship and look someplace else. When I return, I'll have riches galore and a whole new story.
Or you'll
keep
have
talking,
died
keep talking.
trying.
either way, we won't have to hear about LeChuck anymore.
Ha! Those guys wouldn't know a good story even if they paid $50 for it.
That
When
joke's
I find
because
Big Whoop,
video
I'll
games
become
used
a
to be.
legend among
This game
pirates
was
for
$50 when it
generations to
came
come.
out.
I can only charter a ship and get off this stinking island.
And here we go into part 1, the Largo Embargo. All of the Monkey Island games do divided parts and they play this music all the time. That's another thing I gotta say. I love the music in any Monkey Island game. That's a nice little loading right there. So as you can see up here, we've got tons of money because we, in the first game, we defeated LeChuck. We were a treasure hunter extraordinaire at the end of the game. So we ended up with tons of money and a lot of free time on our hands. Now, I don't remember how many years after the first game this takes place, but I know things have changed. And this is the remastered version. It didn't look like this when it came out. The original version looked something like this. As you can see, you've got your inventory down here, and you've got a lot less verbs in the pile. They used to use a lot more. Even after a while, open and close kind of became part of the use option, and like pickup was part of the use option. A lot of these ended up being just meshed into one control here. But this is a pared down version of what it used to be. It used to be like give, take, open, close, look at, talk to. There were so many. And then even before that, you had to type in the verbs. Like, they didn't even give you a list. You just had to guess. So anyway, let's get back to this one. Because as you can see here, we have just the two. Look at and pick up.
Oops.
Now, later on, you'll
think I
get
broke
use
the
and
sign.
talk to if it's a person or if there's an object you need to pick up. And as you can see, we stole a shovel off the sign here, because that's what you do in adventure games. You steal stuff. Everybody's a thief. Now, as soon as we cross this bridge, we're gonna get launched into the story. So let's go ahead and get to it.
Where do you think you're going, fancy pants? You ain't from these parts, are you?
We are
this
not.
is a toll bridge. You gotta pay.
It's a toll bridge. Does that make you the troll? Anyway, so is this some sort of bribe situation? Sure, take my money. I don't want any trouble. Who's gonna make me shorty? I ain't paying for nothing. I'm a pirate. We are a pirate. I ain't paying for nothing.
I'm a pirate.
Tough guy, huh?
Well, he doesn't even. There's no like pickup animation. He's just there in his arms and he's
Scream
benching
as
him.
loud as you want. There's no police on Scab Island.
Who keeps the law and maintains the order? Who eats the donuts and roughs up the transients? Please, not my new coat. Let's do then. Who eats the
Who
donuts
eats the
and roughs up
donuts
the
and roughs up the transients?
I rough someone needs roughing up on this island.
Oh.
Hey, you're loaded. This is my lucky night.
And he stole all of our money.
Remember, wherever you go, on sea or on land, you can't ever hide from Largo LeGrand.
Oh, that's cute. He made up a little rhyme.
Tough town. I
Tell
guess
me
I
about
should have
it.
got those traveler's checks.
Yeah. Alright, now, it's been a while since I've played this game, so I don't remember how you start the quest for the first one, for the first part, because you're locked into this island until you can do something about Largo. He won't let you charter a ship or anything, and you walk around and you find out this information from people that Largo just won't let you do anything. He won't let you leave the island. He has an embargo on everything. I think we need to go in here, because this is the bar. I always thought it was really cool when I was a kid that the bar was kind of underwater. I always like places like that. Ugh. I can handle a lot of bodily functions. Spit is not one of them. Stop spitting on your glasses. Stop it. Ugh, it's so gross. How is your spit so green?
Yeah, boy?
How is
How's
business?
It's just terrible. No one ever comes down here anymore.
It's probably because you
Largo's
spit
got
in your
all my
glasses, you
regular
weirdo.
smoke. You know, I can mix any drink there is.
Do they
Make
have spit in
anything
them?
you could name. But I can't make the one thing that could really do this island some good.
What's that?
A voodoo doll of Largo LeGrand.
Shut up, he's coming.
You there. Uh-oh. Give me my usual and put it in a real glass.
I'm a big boy now. Ugh, God, what is with the spit? That's the only thing I don't like about this game. There's so much spit in this game.
For a week. From your nose. That's all I have. Well, you better have more tomorrow, or we might have to move this dump to a new location. Like, say, the bottom of the ocean.
It's already underwater, man. What do you want?
Boy, you just gave him all your money?
I don't want to talk about it.
That's, okay, so we need a voodoo doll of Largo LeGrand to progress to the story. Now, let's see. I think there is, I think this is when we need to go to the swamp. That's it's interesting. I'm not 100% sure, unless you just kept walking around the island, I'm not 100% sure who tells you to go to the swamp. Unless you go back to the fire over here and ask them. I'm curious. I'm just curious, because I've played this game a lot, and I've always known to go to the swamp, but I don't know. Oh, look, a stick. Can I do anything?
Nice stick. Nice stick.
Yeah, I got a stick. That's adventure games for you. That's right, I got a stick. Let me talk to this guy.
He's back.
I am back. I got questions for you. Any
Any
idea
where I
a
could
ship?
hire a ship?
You'll need to go to the far side of the island. And there, you'll meet a man named Captain Dread.
Yikes. Sounds intimidating.
He's actually
Not
nice.
really, once you get to know him.
Of course, he can't take you anywhere until Largo lifts his sailing embargo.
What's this about an embargo?
The Largo embargo.
Well, it's not really an embargo. It's a tax on ships coming or going.
But it's a huge tax that no captain on this island can afford.
Including Dread.
That
Here's a
fool
question, though.
Largo doesn't know
What-
when to
what-
stop. He
what-
can't take
Dread's on
more
the other
from
side of
us
the
than we
island. Why can't he
have.
just leave? Why? I don't. All right. Well, that's all I got
I'll
for
see
you
you
guys.
salty dogs later.
So let's go talk to
Reminds
Captain
me,
Dread
Do we
and
have any
see
wheels left?
what he wants. Because why can't he just leave? That's my question. Like, just leave. I guess we have to go back out this way. That's why I love, like, they start you here and they show you this thing, and this becomes important later on in the game. You never know. Okay, let's see. There's a swamp, there's a cemetery, there's a peninsula. That's another thing about the maps in all the games, is that nothing is labeled as to what it is until you visit it. So this is labeled as peninsula, but after we go here, if we leave and come back, it'll say Captain Dread. Or I may still say peninsula, I'm not 100% sure. And Twisty Turvy Dock that has no real purpose except to lengthen playtime. And let's see, up and onto the ship. Hey!
Are you Captain Dread?
Yeah, man, I'm Captain Dread. What can I do for you?
That is Phil Lamar. I think it's Phil Lamar.
I need to charter a ship.
I can't charter you my ship because a while ago I lost my lucky sailing necklace.
Yeah,
I call
'cause that
it
sounds like Hermes.
My eye that has seen the world. I can't sail without it? No way, man. Besides, that mean and nasty guy Largo, he has an embargo on the island. No ships can sail in or out without his approval. There's no way he would let me leave.
Well, I think if I
Why
just
can't I charter your
I'll
ship?
say the same thing again.
Like I said before, man, I lost my lucky... Besides, Largo...
Yeah, we've heard it before. Okay, so he tells us nothing. We have to get a necklace for him, but that's not until much later.
I gotta run. Lots of treasure
So-
hunting to do.
Okay. Bye, man.
Bye, Mom.
Come again.
So I think if I hit enter space, nope, space. Stop messing around with the controls. All right, I think, how do I get out of here? Path, here we go. What was the
It
sign?
says, and I quote, Captain Dread's ship charters. 20 pieces of 8. Inquire within.
That's nice. We don't have 20 pieces of 8, though. Cemetery we'll come back to later. Right now, I know we need to go to the swamp. I'm not 100% sure how we know we need to go to the swamp, but we need to go to the swamp. There's not a lot more people we can talk to, exactly.
Creepy, but apparently seaworthy.
Actually, you know, if we talk to the bartender again, I'm sure he would say something like, because he was the one that said something about the voodoo doll, so I'm sure he would say, like, well, if you want a voodoo doll, go talk to the voodoo lady in the swamp. She's creepy, but go talk to her. I loved doing this part as a kid, though. When I would play this game, I loved being able to get in the coffin and just row down the river. I wish I could just keep rowing down this river. Also, I like the house on the river that you can only get to by rowing the coffin. Ooh, string! Let's take it.
I'll just take a little.
Take it all! What about the skull?
It appears to be bolted to the table.
Okay. And in adventure games, that's the rule. You can't take anything that's bolted down. Unless you've got a wrench. Like a monkey wrench.
Guybrush Threepwood. It's been a long time since you last came to see me.
This is one thing I don't like about this game either, or at least the remastered version. They make her look hideous in this game. Like, maybe that's just me, but she looks awful. She looks so much like, you can go over here. She looks so much better. She looks so much better. Do we know her
Do
from
I
somewhere,
know you
though?
from somewhere?
Ah, we often forget those who help us most.
We do?
It was I who told you how to do away with LeChuck. I told you where to find the voodoo antiroot and how to turn it into the powerful ghost-dissolving potion you needed.
Oh, yeah, now I remember.
Actually, no. In the first game, she didn't. She told us how to get to Monkey Island. And then the cannibals on Monkey Island told us about the voodoo root. She was not involved in that process at all. So, how's business? You liar.
Very good. Many hexes this week. Saved many people from the evil eye. Made many pieces of 8. Although Largo took most of them.
Man, you're a voodoo lady. Why can't you just cast a spell?
Tell me about this Largo guy.
I don't really want to know.
He's a
about
weak little man who bullies this whole island around. Most people are afraid of him because he was once LeChuck's right-hand man.
Yeah, but LeChuck's history. I got rid of him myself.
Yeah.
True evil can never be destroyed
Yeah,
completely. You will see.
Why don't you put
Why
a
don't you
curse
just
on
put a
Largo?
curse on Largo?
I've tried. My most powerful magic lies in voodoo dolls. But to make an effective
keeps talking
doll,
about voodoo dolls.
I need
Make a
some
voodoo
items
doll.
from Largo's person, and no one's brave enough to go get them for me.
It seems like a quest. Is this a quest?
What kind of ingredients do you need for the doll?
Are you willing to help me make one?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe?
To make it work,
I mean, I don't have
you
anything
need
else
to
going
bring
on
me
this week.
some
Why not?
personal artifacts of the victim. One from each of the 4 basic voodoo groups. Something of the thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead.
Dun,
Hey,
dun.
that almost rhymes.
For the thread, I need a piece of Largo's clothing, and a lock of hair will do for the head. Bring me a sample of fluid from his body, and from his dead relatives, you must acquire some remnant of a corpse. Here, take the shopping list.
Thanks.
Now go.
It's nice they gave us a shopping list. I know where to get most of these things, I think. We're going to do the easiest one first, because I think we're running out of time today. But the easiest one is going to be the of the body. Which, let's see, come on, row your boat. Row your boat. Alright, we need to go back to Woodtick. Which, it does say Peninsula. That was my fault. In the first game, when you go to Monkey Island, it'll say things like clearing, and then when you go there and you see the giant monkey head, it'll correct the map and say giant monkey head. So let's talk to the bartender and see if he actually tells us to go to the voodoo lady. Sometimes these things can be done out of order. Talk to the barkeeper. I love that little Guybrush's head there.
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
Nope.
Nice place you have here. Well, see ya.
All right, back at the upper deck. Upper deck. All right, now this is the wood guy. That's the carpenter. The laundry. I think we need to go in here. I think this is the cartographer. Yeah,
Hello.
Wally. Let's talk to Wally. He's a nice
Excuse
guy.
me.
Oh, yes. Hi there. Can I help you?
Yes, I'm
Hi,
Guybrush.
I'm Guybrush. Who are you?
Wally. Wally B. Feed. At your service.
Oh, there's thunder going on outside. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. It's a good thing I'm not mowing the grass. Let's see. I don't really want to talk to Wally anymore.
Thanks. I gotta go.
Okie dokie.
Bye. So later on, when we have to get the necklace, we have to steal his monocle, and then we leave him for most of the game without a monocle until we get the another item to give him to use his monocle. It's kind of a jerk move. But we just picked up a piece of paper from Wally. He does not care if we take his paper for some reason. We're gonna go into the inventory screen, take the paper, and use the paper with this disgusting spit dripping down the wall.
Oh, yuck.
And we have the body. Now we need something of the head, something of the thread, and something of the dead. I believe we can actually get to something of the dead too. This part's super easy once you played through it a couple of times. The first time I played through it, it took me hours just to get through this part. And I always kind of remember it taking a long time. So it's not really surprising that, let's see, I think we can get in the cemetery and just read gravestones. Let's see here. I think it's up here. It seems like something they would randomize, like every time you play the game. They should randomize the actual gravestone that it is, so you can dig a different one each time. But because there's so many tombs here that you have to look at, they never do it. Yeah, you always have to go up here, and it's this one.
Marco Largo Legrand. Hell on sea or sand. The good news is he's dead. The bad news is he bred.
Ugh. Gross. That's an image I didn't want. Okay. So, you
This
shovel
is
on
creepy
grave.
feeling.
It is creepy feeling. Oh, I love that scene.
I'd swear on my grandfather's
Oh,
grave.
there's the head right there.
Something weird is going on.
And I love that the scene changed a little bit, just so there was the pile of undone earth here. So I think this is where we're going to leave it today. We've got something of the dead and something of the body. Now we just need something of thread, and we need something of the head, which the rest should be fairly simple, I think. Coming up, I know we're going to have to deal with alligators, we're going to have to deal with bombs, and we are going to have to deal with zombies. So if you've never played this game before, stay tuned for an exciting journey. And if you have played this game before, well, I hope I've made it at least a little bit entertaining. And until next time, keep adventuring.